What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And today, I got to talk about this article I saw where Stellantis CEO warns that EU tariffs on Chinese EVs could backfire. You mean because you're working with Leap Motor now and you really want to get Leap Motor into the markets and not have to pay tariffs? We see what BYD is doing in that regard in Europe, building factories there. But this one, and this one's kind of interesting. Let's roll the intro. All right, guys, we got one for you here today. Stellantis' CEO, I'm going to put it here for you up on the screen, warns that EU tariffs on Chinese EVs could backfire. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares issued a stark warning about potential unintended consequences, speaking at the Paris Car Show on Monday. Tavares suggested that these protective measures could paradoxically accelerate plant closures across Europe, exacerbating the region's existing overcapacity issues in the automotive sector. The EU's recent decision to impose duties on Chinese-made electric cars was intended to protect European manufacturers from what it perceived as unfair competition. However, Tavares argues that this move might have far-reaching implications that could ultimately harm the very industry it aims to protect. He says, quote, "Tariffs are a good communication tool, but have side effects," Tavares stated, highlighting the complex nature of global trade dynamics in the automotive industry. He elaborated on this point, explaining, quote, "It increases the overcapacity of the manufacturing system of Europe. The way to avoid custom duties is build in Europe. You're accelerating the need to shut down plants." No. See, this is the thing that drives me nuts with Tavares. You're a finance guy. I know you're not stupid. But those tariffs make it so that the local manufacturers can compete with $10,000 Chinese EVs. Because a BMW i4, for example, that might be 64,000 pounds, or, to say 71,000 euros, is not going to sell side by side with a competing $10, $15, or $20,000 Chinese product. People are going to buy, unless you're just a crazy BMW fan, then yeah, they're going to buy what they think is relevant for them money-wise. And an extra $50,000 euro in their pocket, it would be the same thing here in America. They're going to pocket that money. If you could buy a truck that's like a Ram, say like a Ram 1500, and that truck was 25 grand, every other truck manufacturer in the U.S. would go out of business. Gone. See you later. So these tariffs are not... He's saying, I'll tell you why Tavares is saying what he's saying. He's saying what he's saying because he's in the pocket of the Chinese. The fact that they were trying to backdoor sell Chrysler to BYD, and that got exposed, that ruined a lot of plans for them. I'm willing to bet money they were either going to partner with BYD. They already have, this company is in the pocket of China. Think about this. The attitude, which sells in Mexico, and they're going to try to bring it to the U.S., is a GAC product. That is a Chinese built and made car with a Dodge badge on it. Leap Motor. They're making these little Fiat 500 looking things in Europe, these little bootleg Fiats that are Leaps, and they're manufacturing them in Europe, another Chinese company, and dropping them out into Europe cheap. Tavares is in the pocket of the Chinese. This is why when people go, "Oh, they'll never sell Chrysler to the Chinese." Yeah, they will. If the Chinese want to access this market exceptionally bad, And for all the issues that the BYD Shark does have, I can tell you right now, if they drop that truck here and that truck's 35 grand or 40 grand and it's an EV truck, the Rivian is dead. Nobody's buying Tesla Cybertrucks. And people might even give electric trucks a shot at 35 or 40 grand for that BYD Shark. And that's the thing, it's gas and electric. I think that thing sells gangbusters if it comes here. And the market knows it. It would literally bankrupt the auto industry here. That's why tariffs are in place. To keep, countries like China or other, I don't want to say bad actors, but people that have unfair competition from being able to compete in the market like that. Now, I know some people say, well, isn't America about fair trade and blah, blah, blah? Sure it is. But for the Chinese, it's literally about bankrupting other companies so that they can take over shit. It has nothing to do, like they will subsidize. And full disclosure, America subsidizes some of their own stuff as well. It happens. But not to this tune where you're able to sell every single vehicle at a loss because the government is backing you. This one was interesting because it kind of exposed where Carlos Tavares stands. And he's, yes, more regulation, kill these gas cars. And he's, hey, we shouldn't be so negative on the Chinese. They're our friends. Come on, man. At least now we know where Carlos Tavares is at. And that's directly in the pocket of the Chinese government. So if you don't think Dodge or Chrysler, when they do this brand reevaluation in 2026, isn't going to be sold to a Chinese company as they consistently burn cash and are on the verge of going friggin' bankrupt, yeah, you can bet your ass that Chrysler, Dodge, hell, might even be Jeep, believe it or not, could end up being owned by the Chinese. Just like MG, for you guys in Britain, you guys love that brand. Volvo, I mean, there's multiple brands that are Chinese backed and owned now. And I never thought I would see the day where that would happen. I thought we were close with the BYD thing with Chrysler until they got exposed. And who knows? Maybe it is BYD that still ends up buying Chrysler and Dodge. Because the company's running out of money. And these statements made by Carlos Tavares clearly tells us whose pocket he's in. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.